Hello, and welcome to the Valley of Endless War here on To Be Diced. I am very sorry. I set an alarm clock on my phone, but sometimes those don't work for random reasons. I was supposed to be up before like 30 minutes before the stream. That didn't happen. All right. So, the last time we went in search of a quest, Vivel of the Tavern of the Adventurers Guild, its caretaker, had suggested that we just continue on doing the same. And that's what we chose to do. So we reached out to friends, namely Jake the Alchemist, who has bendy limbs and had a quest for us. He would like you all to go to the mountain of Gran Mashu and hunt down and accept, or will take, the cores out of Earth Elementals. He also explained about a rare flower inside of the active portion of the volcano of Gran Mashu. A rare flower that if you should find, you should pick. The whole lot of you had gone to get transportation for said adventure, which is where you found out about sill goats, these gigantic goats with a wide back and huge packs, which can hold pretty much goddamn anything. The packs are empty, just filled with some provisions, some camping supplies. But you guys are pretty ready for your, I think I said it was a 7-day journey with the sill goats?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's about how far it is. So, that's what we're all up to. Let's introduce our lovely cast, starting with our fighter, Mel.
Hi, I'm playing the fighter, Merle, and my name is Nifty. I go by Nifty Rootbeer on most social medias, except for my YouTube. My Let's Play channel is called Nasty No Mixie. Yeah, that's me.
She had a bad dream last game.
Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot about that. Oh god.
Visenya.
I play Visenya, Paladin. You can't find me anywhere, so there's no point in looking.
Yep, it's true. She's an enigma. And Ruse, our new player.
Hi, my name's Ruse. I will be playing Frank. You could find me as Razukin on a few random things, but good luck, I'm not on most of them.
We have an eclectic party of famous people. Okay, this is a great group. It's more important that they want to be here to me. All right, y'all. What is going to happen on this upcoming adventure? I'm excited for it. Let's get into it here on To Be Diced. Frank. Frankenstein.
No, just Frank.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going.
All right. Tell us a little bit about Frank. What might he be doing in the moments before he is
Frank
taken
just recently escaped from captivity from a circus. He's been trying to live his best life, flying around, dancing to be able to get any type of money, food, lodging. Mostly just enjoying his freedom. He's picked up a couple provisions, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. Kind of learned that in the circus. Yeah. If anything, he's probably in the middle of dancing in a bar, either trying to get free drinks or money.
So it's an interesting dynamic. The never wanting to think about the place where you were held captive for a long time, but then relying upon the skills by which you learned only there to survive. And it constantly pulls you back. It's not something that's pleasant. And as you sit and eat breakfast one day upon a stump, possibly, you are engulfed by a bright and loud thundering light which rains on you from the sky. Just this sharp pillar of rainbow light. And it carries you very quickly, alarmingly quickly, to a destination unknown. This light, as it rushes by you, or as you rush through it, you don't know. You can see an end coming, rapidly approaching. And as it approaches, you sort of ready yourself. You are a bit more agile, a bit more adept at quickly adjusting to any foreign happenings to your body. And so when it all of a sudden comes to an end and you are shot out of this mouth of this rainbow tunnel, you are actually able to, with your wings, slow yourself before you hit the wall. This is a feat that not many have done coming here. That is when you meet both your dwarven and your elven introduction to the Valley of Endless War. To where you quickly get the sense that the elf is full of shit and the dwarf's the way to go. So making a decision, pretty snap decision, you're pretty good at intuiting people. You decide you're going to go to the dwarf side and try and solve this your way. And as your guide is taking you to the city, which he calls Svartalheim, you see a small group coming out of the city. Other people, not dwarves. And you decide, you're just going to tell them, hey, I got it from here. And that is where you meet the rest of your group.
Do I see him?
It's hard. He's still quite a ways away, and he's very tiny.
Yeah.
But you do see the guide coming to the city, which you know really only happens if he's got someone to guide.
Okay.
So you strain your eyes, and yep, there's a little green purple wisp kind of circling around. He's not as small as a pixie, let's say, but he's about gnome size.
Okay. How close are we at this point? Are we like passing?
So he turns to the guide and tells the guide that he's got it. The guide starts to walk away, and he starts to zip in your direction.
I'm gonna look at Visenya. I'm like, there's a flying gnome coming toward us.
Yeah. That is slightly concerning.
Have you ever seen a gnome with wings before?
I don't think so. I don't think I
There's
know what
about-
that is.
It's about this time, Frank, when you zip up to their side.
Did I hear myself being called a gnome?
Uh, make a perception check.
19.
Fuck.
I think gnome is pretty much the only word you caught as your wings are rapidly beating toward their location.
The name is Frank. I am a fairy, not a gnome. Gnomes are a little fatter. They got like big nasty feet, like play tricks. But I'm a fairy, not a gnome. They don't have wings. Hi, Frank. I'm fantastic. How are you? He sticks his little hand out right in front of your face.
I go to like shake, like I put my finger out. I'm like, I didn't know you guys were real.
And he's like, too slow. We are. I made it.
Where are you from?
The worst breakfast ever?
What?
I mean, it was the worst breakfast ever. It's where I just came from. I was sitting there eating. Probably shouldn't have bought it from the beggar on the street, and all of a sudden I'm tripping, and there's some bunch of lights, and then there's a wall I almost hit, and now I'm here.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But what world are you from?
The circus world. I'm flying Frank the Fantastic. You see, because I got wings.
I see that. So are you like going in circles around me, or are you just like flapping really fast right in front of me?
Kind of doing like figure eights around the two of you.
Okay. So I'm like,
You know, at some point he's like flying upside down, looking, and just flips around.
what are
Starts
you
like
doing
swimming
here? Are you...
through the air.
Oh my god, I love that. What are you doing here? Are you?
I'm helping the dwarves, I guess. The elves are full of
Oh.
shit.
Yes, they are. They are full of shit. We are on doing that as well. I mean, we could. Can I do an insight check to make sure he's not like fucking crazy or a murderer?
Absolutely.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 14.
14. Sir, is 14 good enough? Are you a crazy and or a murderer?
He just seems genuinely like happy. Dude, maybe a bit off. Definitely. Probably a bit slow. But he's got these giant noodle arms.
And you can fly.
Yeah, I can fly though.
Be another flying advantage we've had to our team. I mean, we're in the same boat. We're the odd men out. Do you want to come with us?
Yeah, maybe Yoa can actually tell me what's going on. The dwarfs just kind of like talk in circles, and they're really slow
Yeah.
about it. And like, yeah, I don't really know what's happening.
Yeah, so essentially the elves and the dwarves have been fighting a war for as long as this world has been here. We're on a floating island, by the way. We're a billion years in the sky. And
Dope.
there's these huge rocks that are keeping us up magically somehow that nobody knows how we're staying in the sky. So that's happening.
I know
I
a
think-
few wizards that would like to know how to be kept up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably sell that.
I want to take the island down. I think we need to bring it back down to the ground, but nobody wants to do that. So right now
Why'd you go to
we're
the ground. It's so dirty. And he just kind of like looks down.
no, not that ground.
Mm.
Like earth or plain ground, like ground. Like we're in the sky right now. Like you're in the sky because you're flying, but the ground is in the sky.
To be fair, I don't think anyone said they were against the idea of returning
The party was
the island to the ground. I think they're against
Yeah.
the notion of who controls the descent speed.
that is true. We only do a few at a time. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out
Yeah.
while it's happening.
It's like popping balloons.
Yeah.
Just gotta pop so many.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. But I mean, we're on the way to find a flower, and I mean, you look like do you know about a lot about flowers? You're a fairy. I feel like fairies would know a lot about flowers, and I just keep going on because I've never
That
seen a fairy before.
sounds racist, but probably true. But yeah, I would think fairies would know about flowers, but I don't. Though I was kind of kept at a circus. Not a lot of flowers
Oh.
grow in a circus, except for me. I'm beautiful.
You are beautiful. But yeah, we're on our way to find a flower for a alchemist.
Okie dokie. Extra set of
wanna-
eyes.
Yeah.
Let's
Extra set of
let's-
wings.
Yeah. Ooh, wings. I like them. Those are nice. Can you just like float like me, or do you have to like just every now and then?
I can't float. I gotta flap my wing.
You can float.
I can float.
Well, you can hover in place,
Or, okay.
like
I
he's
can float.
talking about.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
wings constantly have to beat as well.
Yeah, these things go nonstop. So like, if you ever got any alcohol, alcohol's great energy. Yeah, it's used for energy. At least that's what I told my old boss. Anyways. And he just kind of like moonwalks backwards while we're going. And
In
talking.
the sky. Like
Yeah.
that's you're fine.
Yeah, he doesn't land. He just flies.
Yeah.
So you do notice as you come up to meet there are two large beasts of burden being brought out of the stables to your friends. They're gigantic. Goats. You've seen goats at the petting area in the zoo or in the circus. Kids
I think
love
we
the
found my old
goats,
boss's mom.
but these are massive, way bigger than those goats.
Are they like warhorse size goats?
They're actually a little bit larger than a horse.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, they're fucking huge, man.
Yeah. All right.
And their horns are no joke. If you had to say knock down a tower, a siege tower, their goat horns would be perfect for that.
So we need the goats for that.
So we keep the goats.
Steal the goats, keep them forever. They're ours. Do the goats have names?
Do you ask this to the world or to the
The
proprietor?
the
Frank can ask the
goat
goats.
keeper?
The
You ask the
goatkeeper.
goats?
Yeah, Frank
Oh,
just goes up
asking
to
the
the goat and
goats?
goes, "Talk to me, goats." They say anything?
I whispered.
Do you
"Can talk
have
to
speak
goats?"
with animals?
Nah.
Then no. One of them is still munching on its garbage breakfast.
Can I scratch his forehead?
You ask the proprietor, and he goes, "Names? They're work animals."
Oh,
Are they boys or girls? Or
So
one of
we can
each?
name them.
The
work
girls.
name for sure.
So we can name them is what I'm
Bertha and Betsy.
Yes.
Bertha and Betsy.
Bertha and Betsy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He goes, "Oh, look at that. They have names now. Great."
You're welcome.
And he hands you the reins. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Is he just
Alright.
like? Do we have to pay anything for those? Did we already do that?
You already did.
Okay, cool.
You paid
Awesome.
renown. You didn't even realize.
Nice. I didn't. I didn't.
Do they just give you stuff here?
No. So
No.
do you have gold in your world?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a thing here. They call it renown, and it's you earn it by doing quests. It's basically gold, but they call it renown, and it's like it's like a credit card.
So they're not in their pockets.
No, yeah, it's not in our pockets.
Hmm.
I don't think, right? It's not. It's like
It's just like a thing that we just know that it exists. We don't like,
Yeah.
have.
it's like an IRL bank account. But they just know.
They just know. And like instinctively.
At least I don't have to worry about thieves or pickpockets.
It's true.
That is
don't.
exactly right. And you just hinted on a part of their dwarven civilization
Mm.
without even realizing.
Man, how do I get money or loose change then? Oh,
don't
man,
need it.
sleeping's going to be really hard.
Why?
How am I going to get a bed?
From your renown. They didn't talk to you about your renown at all?
I mean, yeah, he said some stuff, but I was like really weirded out that I was just chilling, eating breakfast, and next thing I know, I thought I was tripping, and then I wasn't tripping. Then I definitely thought I was tripping because like Elzendorf, but yet no. It kind of explained
Yeah.
it. I kind of get it.
It's very different. It
Yeah,
took a
it
minute
sounds
for me to get used to. We'll help you though.
Oh, well, so Frank will like lick his finger and stick it up in the air and cast Druidcraft. And he goes to predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
Nice.
The weather up here, and you guys had not noticed this yet, it very rarely changes. You get the sense that you are somewhat above the cloud cover. So when it rains, it's also fog.
Okay. Because we're in the clouds
And
essentially.
the rain just kind of beads up on your skin. When it is a thunderstorm, you're not allowed to go outside.
Terrifying.
That
with
makes
your
sense.
Little wind wings.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So, the proprietor of the goats is still just ending there because you're out in front of his business, not moving away with the goats like you're expected to. So he's like,
So do these just work like normal horses? Like I can ride them? They got saddles and shit. Okay.
yes,
Do we just hop on?
Okay.
yes.
Alright.
Okay. Come
Thank
on,
you, good
Bertha.
sir.
Come on, Betsy.
Best day to you. He goes back to his.
I'm gonna try and mount Bertha.
Yep. I'm gonna mount Betsy.
Let's go.
Woo doggy.
Alrighty. The mounting. You wouldn't think it'd be an issue.
So I am taller.
I need an animal handling check from the both of you. Ruse, you not as much. Because your mounting consists of you gently laying your feet, but still flying.
I got
What am I rolling? Sorry.
animal handling.
Can I assist them by trying to give the cow forehead screeches?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Goat,
It is a
goat
go.
forehead screeches.
Oh
Um,
no!
So, Merle,
Uh-huh.
you swing a leg over after getting your left leg. You've mounted an animal before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Relatively used to this. The width you were not prepared for.
Okay. Makes sense.
Your leg does not entirely get to the other side and your foot go in the stirrup. But you are able to scooch and get there.
Earth is girthy.
Bertha girthy. Hell yeah.
Urzikin, you kind of fly up behind her and kind of sit. Visenya,
Yeah.
thank God you have wings. Because the moment you touch this animal and get halfway up on it, it all of a sudden jerks in a sudden motion, and you find yourself being thrown off of it.
I can fly to catch myself.
To which you hastily beat a left wing and just narrowly avoid falling painfully to the ground.
3 of 10 landing.
He was wrong. These horses are not. These are not horses. Like
No,
they're not
the
like
goats.
horses. Fuck. They're not like mountain horses. What I was trying to say. They're also not goats. These are fucking huge.
Can I fly myself back on?
You do as Ruzikin's character did,
Frank,
and you attempt to float and land gingerly, gently down upon the saddle. All seems fine.
Nailed it.
8 of 10 landing.
You don't have the reins. The reins fell to the front of the beast when you
Kind of scooch.
Can Frank just kind of like
when you scooch.
hover off and go grab them for them?
You can, yeah. This is very helpful.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Like, they're staring at us and they're not going to give us gold, so it's not really worth it.
Yeah. So you get your rings. Have you ever, has Visenya ever driven a beast of burden before?
Probably not. Considering
you can just fly.
why. So I'd say probably no.
Okay. Merle, you're well practiced as a guard. You had to have a horse to run down criminals before.
For sure.
Frank, you actually would have more experience managing animals than even Visenya because of your time at the circus.
Just gotta get her
So
behind
you-
the ear, give her a good scritch, make sure she knows she's a good girl, and it's easy from there.
Totally.
For sure.
That's how he describes it. It's just give him some head boops every now and then. I mean, maybe not you. You might hurt them. My head's tiny. But whatever you do, don't head boop. What are they called? Monkeys. At least if you're my size. They just threw me. That was a fun time.
Oh boy.
With that bit of conversation, you do eventually get the animal to go in the direction that you want it to go.
Amazing.
Mostly because it's following Merle's animal.
All right, good. I'll take what I can get.
The goats, as you are traveling along, you notice that their normal walking speed, because of their size, is about twice your normal walking speed. And as you sort of kick to get them going, Merle, their run speed is fucking quick. It's all you can to keep the air from assaulting your eyes. You kind of they're very fast.
Like a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're yelling over the wind.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh my god!
The mountain space. The mountain space rapidly approaches.
This is awesome!
Did the guy give us he gave us a description of the flower and everything?
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually have that written down. Did he tell us exactly where to find the flower, or are we just hoping for the best at the
Somewhere
bottom of this mountain?
inside the volcanic portion of
That's
Grandma's Shoe.
Where did my freaking notes go?
So you have to
Here
find
you
a
are.
cave entrance in.
So we got a
Oh.
map, right? At one point, is it like a map that we can use out here, or is it just like the city map?
Oh, it's a map of the entire island. Some of the elven portions aren't filled in, but yeah, for the most part, you can guide your way around. And traveling through this desert, which it's an arid climate. There are several oases where you can find water. Yeah. What are you all doing as you're traveling at high speeds on these silgoats?
Holding on for
Trying not
dear
to
life.
die.
Yeah, that one.
You kind of, for a half second, you sort of instinctually unfurl your wings a bit, and it kind of almost pulls you off. And you're like,
Shit.
nope, that's not what we need to do.
Yep.
Couple
Tuck
times,
tight
and I had
behind me.
bounced off, and then flew as fast as I could, catch back on and grab.
Oh my
I will say we will do a day's worth of travel on the Still Goats. You sort of um, get close to the mountains because it is an entire range, and you begin to travel along the base of the mountains. Um, and the path winds as it keeps close to the base of them. And every once in a while, you'll run into a sign says, "This mountain here is blah blah blah," and you're just sort of waiting for your sign. But at the end of the first day, you have not seen your sign, and so you decide to slow the creatures near an oasis and take camp for the night.
Okay. Can I roll a would it be an insider like perception check to see if there's anything around
Sure,
that
please do.
has like bad intentions? Which one would it be?
Perception.
$19.
19. You notice that as you're setting up camp, there were a couple of creatures coming to. They're pretty much like chasing the Still Goats, but they're not quite as fast as the Chill Goats. And then they get up to the point where they're close enough to like be alarming. And the Still Goats kind of take notice of them. But I need you to roll me an insight check.
Fuck.
Yeah, you just think these animals are a threat to your mounts. So
Can someone else also try?
Can I do I see them?
no, that's not how that
No.
works.
Just me. Damn it. I
You're
tried.
pretty certain. You're pretty certain they're a threat.
As she's doing that, I'm gonna tie the goats to like a sturdy tree so they don't run away. I'm gonna trap
Okay.
them here.
All right.
Ah.
So can I let them know that I see some stuff over there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little worried about some creatures over yonder.
What kind of creatures?
I don't know.
It looks to be several dog-like creatures.
Couple dogs.
Do I see them now that she's pointed them out?
Yes.
Can I get myself a good little look at them using a?
You certainly can. And as you watch as Frank places his finger up to his eye like this, he goes, "Oh yeah, Frank, you've seen these creatures before. They're like dogs, but hairless, and they have long, pointed ears. They kind of come to sprouts. These are blink dogs."
Oh yay!
And as you watch them run, you watch as they flit between place to place.
Turn around. I'm like, I hope you have your weapons ready.
Oh boy.
And with that, I need y'all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're still a ways out.
I lost my mouse. There it is.
You guys noticed them pretty early.
That was a great freeze frame that just happened, Bruce. Ah.
I was not ready for this at all.
$23.
Man, I'm over here thinking I did all good and stuff.
Right? Fuck.
Big heavy ass paladin behind me does the same thing.
So, this is what I would call not an issue. So, you guys had where did my hold on a sec. Okay, log. Okay, we had 15 Merle, 23 Virginia, 23 Frank. Okay. Frank, you are up first. I will say, at this distance, it is like 120 feet away. You will have disadvantage to hit because they will be able to react in time and blink away if your attack is not fast enough.
I'm just gonna, I guess, float up by Vicinia and be like, well, fun time. Kind of put up my dukes, and I'm just gonna hold action until one gets close enough to me.
Okay. So holding your action until one is in range. Visenya, what would you like to do?
I'm reading a spell description.
Okay,
Like 2 seconds.
take your time.
Hmm.
Wait, the picture of Blink Dogs, the new Blink Dog is so cute. It's got fur. It's got, yeah, they're cute, man.
Send me.
Aw,
They're cute and evil.
they're
I
cute
want to
anyway.
see.
Well, they're just hungry.
They are cute. I just looked it up.
How do I?
Can I fly up and closer?
You certainly can. Here, Roos. So, how close do you want to get? They're 120 feet away. You go up closer. Let's say if you
Okay.
get within like 60 feet, you probably won't have disadvantage on any ranged spell attacks.
I can move like 50 by flying, right?
Let's see. What is your normal walk speed? No, your normal walk speed is 25. You can.
What about flying?
fly 50. Yep.
Should I go? Do I know how high these things can like jump?
Really no idea.
Okay. I'll go up 20 and closer by 30.
Okay. Thank you for noting that. That is 50 feet. So you are closer, not close enough to not have disadvantage, but pretty decent. What would you like to do?
What?
What would you, a spell?
No, I'll hold.
What are you holding for? You have to hold for a trigger. And you have to,
Well, can I just not do anything?
oh,
I don't know.
you can decide to just pass your turn. Sure. You're just
And defense.
hiding up at the top of.
I don't want to.
their
I don't
jump
want to waste.
distance thing.
I don't want to waste a spell with a disadvantage.
Okay. Smart. Merle. What are you doing?
So I'm going to move up 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to ready and hold my javelin for if any of them come within 30 feet of me.
All right. Okay. These dogs travel 40 feet. There's a bonus action. So they can travel up to 80 feet per round. You hold your action. And Frank, you were holding your action for if one of them comes in within range.
Since she moved, I'll be
They're
too far back.
They're 120 feet out. So, Frank, you see as a dog blinks in the direction of the group 40 feet and then runs 40 feet and kind of bypasses up to you. That is when you, Merle, have a shot.
I don't think I fully understand what holding your action meant. That's on me.
That's okay. It's a learning curve. Yeah, absolutely, that's going to hit. Six damage.
And it is slowed.
And it is slowed.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So it came. So it only travels about 30 feet after it has its initial blink towards you. So it can get to you next turn, but it's going to be tough. The next one travels up to 40 feet and then blinks another 40 and is like directly below Visenya, pretty much, and is just like looking up at you, barking. The next one does pretty much the same, but gets as close as it can to Merle. And it's like still moving, getting ready to pounce. But it's not quite there yet. Frank.
Looks around, notice they both left, and runs up to the fight. Just I can only move up 30 feet. Once again, should have done that before, but goes, my bad. I'm here now again. Got your
Be
side.
careful, you're little.
Yeah, me too.
And then Frank's gonna kind of like look down at the dog and vicious mockery, the closest one to him.
So you can fly 30 feet and you can Can you just fly as fast as you can run, or do you fly
Yep.
faster?
As long as I'm wearing as long as I'm in light
Okay.
armor and no shield.
So you can actually get up to one.
Oh, cool. Then he's just gonna fly forward he's gonna yell dive kick.
You can get up to the one that is under Visenya. You yell out your special move, and go ahead and give me an unarmed strike.
19 hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
For 12 damage.
Absolutely.
Then I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on myself for my bonus.
Okay, after you do your dive kick, you kind of twirl in the air and inspire yourself.
I'm great.
Visenya.
All right. So I'm like, am I 20 or 30 feet in the air? I don't remember.
You traveled forward 30 and up 20.
Cool. So I'm gonna fly down,
Okay.
hit with my rapier, and that does a 30 hit.
Jesus. Yeah.
For 13 damage.
And this is the one that was below you?
Yeah.
13 damage. You absolutely destroy this creature.
Right.
There is a burst of bright light that sort of radiates out from the center of where you stabbed it, and it just
Cool.
bloody mess.
Awesome.
The rest of the dogs take note of said occurrence and are looking less confident than they were before. Mirabelle?
Whatever one is closest to me, I'm gonna javelin again.
The one you attacked before. Go ahead.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 11 damage.
11 damage. Yet another one attacked with a holy weapon. You do deal extra damage with that javelin, do you not?
Adds it.
It does the normal javelin damage, but then it does radiant damage on top of that, I'm pretty sure.
Is it not adding it with this +5?
I don't think so.
Oh no, that's just piercing.
Mm-hmm. You have to remember
Manually
to roll
do
the
it?
second damage too.
What was the roll?
So you've hit twice.
Yeah. I don't have it written down apparently. How much extra damage
You-
does it do?
You goofball.
I'm sorry.
It should have been on your sheet.
It's not. Oh,
Holy Returner
1d10.
Javelin.
Just kidding.
1d10.
Just kidding. I found it as soon as you said it.
What do I make these things for?
Listen. +7 more, so 18.
Okay. And then you've hit twice the same
Oh.
creature.
Oh God. 2.
Okay. So, yet again, it's fairly the same. The javelin shunts into the creature. A bright point of light and then the javelin actually disappears, returns to your hand, and the light becomes a shaft that exits the creature, and it just burns away at its flesh, and it becomes no more.
Fuck yeah.
Holy shaft.
The last Blink Dog, as it is his turn, and he is not yet injured, runs. He blinks away, and well, actually, I have to see if he can blink. He can't blink, so he just runs 40 feet away. Do you give chase?
I wouldn't. I'd say we should probably just keep watch tonight.
Yeah.
I just yell at him. Get off my
Alrighty.
lawn.
Don't come back now, you hear?
That was the cutest thing ever.
Coming back every day just to hear that.
Okay, so that is that. What you probably would be upset to know is that if you'd rolled well enough on your insight check, you'd know that the Silgroats were not afraid. They probably would have just smacked them in the head with their fucking horns and would have been absolutely fine.
Do the goats like attack?
Oh yeah, they would fuck those Blink Dogs up. These are war animals.
All right. Good to know.
But you tied them to a tree. It's very cute. The night goes pretty much without incident. You do have to take turns resting.
Can I cast Lumen's tiny hut for us?
Leoman's tiny hut. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
I go over near our goats and be like, I hate dirt.
Ah.
This dome comes over your legs. It's pretty see-through as you are on the inside of it, but as you sort of experiment and go outside of it, it is entirely opaque, and it is able to be changed, the color of it, to match the terrain of whatever you are sleeping there. The dome is warm, as it was getting a little bit cold with the desert night. But the inside of the dome is warm, it's comfy, and even sleeping on the ground, it's very good rest.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah. If y'all look over randomly, you see Frank has a nice little comfortable bedroll he's in. Don't know where it came from, but it's there. He's just over there like, me.
There is like a moment in the night. Are we still keeping watch, or we're just trusting in the dome?
No, I say we're keeping watch.
Okay.
Rotate.
Yeah.
Who would like to take first watch?
I can. Don't matter.
Everybody volunteer at once. Very helpful to me.
Some rollies.
We'll say Merle. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
No, 8.
As the beginning portion of the night goes on, you don't notice anything. You wake up Frank to take his turn. He started
Wake up,
crying.
little guy.
All right.
Make a perception check, Frank.
He's also going to be. He's going to be floating above the little hut, going, crowd control. Major Tom here. Nothing to report. We are currently combing the desert, and we see lots of sand.
With the added distance from your really, really awesome cantrip, you are able to see several creatures shifting through and burrowing through the sand of the desert off in the distance. There are creatures flying about the tops of the mountain. Roll an actual perception with advantage.
$18.
18. So you see all that I said. You also see, at one point in the night, there is a small carnivorous creature which begins to creep its way toward the sleeping goats. And you watch as the goat's eye pops open and it just and fucking crushes it. You get this. You really don't have to worry about the goats much during the sleep. It's they're a little scary.
I love Bertha.
Gertha Bertha.
Bertha and Bertha. But your rest of your watch goes pretty uneventful, and you wake up Visenya. Go ahead and take her watch. Visenya, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Ten.
10. You keep doing this thing where you will pop up your head out of the top of the dome, your wings just, and you look around. It's pretty good. It's opaque. You can see out of the dome, so for the most part, you don't feel you have to do that all the time. And let's see. No, nothing happens. Your watch goes uneventful. The end of the night comes. You wake the rest of your friends. The day is yours.
All right.
Frank
Back
wakes
to the
up with
grind.
aerial yoga.
What?
Frank wakes up with aerial yoga.
Oh my god, yes. I love that.
So we can we check the map based on like the last sign we passed, and then see how far away we are.
Um,
Or is it not labeled on the map?
the mountains themselves are not labeled on the map. The cities and the towers are the main things that are labeled because it's a war map. That's all they ever really thought was important. And they've lived here for thousands of years. They just know where shit is. The largest mountain in the range, though, on the map, you get the sense that it's the only one that looks like it has a caldera on top. So you get the sense that that's a grandma shoe, and it kind of the shape of the mountain is rather shoe-like. Even on the map, you can tell it looks like a boot, where the caldera kind of comes up in the leg of the boot, and the base of the mountain is like comes down into a plateau and then cliffs down, very much like a boot.
So I guess we just jump on and keep going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep grinding.
Keep going. You sort of find a comfortable middle speed today, where you have a little bit more practice. The animals are a little bit easier to control. You do wake up, and Frank, you notice as you're untying the goats from the tree, there's a little bit of blood on the lips of Bertha.
Oh man, hungry girl. Scratches around their head, and then prestidigitations the blood away. Now you're
Yeah.
pretty again.
It ate the creature that it killed last night. They really will eat anything.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's fair game.
Yeah. The day's travel goes pretty uneventful for the first several hours. Let's see if we have anything happen.
Hey, this is real embarrassing. Can one of you hold me in the front so I can like look ahead? Because it's kind of hard to like peek sideways without being ripped off and flying back.
Yes, I can hold you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're not getting a baby harness. Please don't ever think about it.
I would never do that to you.
As he just like looks up at you.
Gotta think about what character I'm playing. She would not do that to you.
Frank's gonna sit up front and be trying to do this.
It is tougher. It is tougher. But you were able to like stick your hand. And you keep seeing him do this. And
Yeah.
curiosity is growing.
Do I see him doing that at the moment because he's in front of me?
Mm-hmm.
I can see him doing that. What are you doing with your hand there? It looks like you're blinding yourself in one eye.
Nah, I'm looking through the hole.
I do it like this.
Yeah.
Does it help you?
I take my hand in and I go, I don't know, look through my hole. And he lifts his hand up.
I look through it. I'm like,
You look through, and your vision, the distance doubles.
holy shit. Okay. Whoa, Frank, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's my pee-pee hole.
Maybe don't call it that.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
Rebranding. Gotcha.
My daughters would love you.
Hey. Oh, wait. I didn't ask age. Never
They're
mind.
young. Jesus Christ.
Hey.
They're toddlers.
Oh. Oh,
They
poor
love
kid.
fairies. We didn't think fairies were real. It was a myth in my world.
We
Pixies,
exist.
fairies. Yeah. They'll
I
never
don't know
believe
much.
this when I see them again.
Don't know much about actual fairyland, Fairyville, or wherever it is, either. Though. So,
Do you not remember your life before being in the circus?
oh, I was captured real young.
Oh, you were captured.
Yeah, I lived my whole life in the circus. I'm Flying Frank the Fantastic.
Keep in mind, you guys are having this conversation. I was taken.
Flying
Like-
Frank the Fantastic. But he has to do the finger guns with it every time.
What did you do in the circus?
I was a dancer.
Oh. Okay.
They didn't like me singing. They said I sounded like a goat. So maybe these guys would like me singing.
They might.
Or they might eat you.
There's only one way to find out.
There's only one way to find out. Let's go, Ruse.
I'm not sneaking up on them, I'll
Sing
tell you that much. I watched that thing get splooshed.
What other type of creatures were in the circus with you?
We had some ogres, trolls, a lot of weird humans, a couple elves.
And they weren't dangerous?
Well, I mean, no. We lived
Oh.
there. They were family.
Are you happy to be out of the circus now?
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay. Are you looking to go back or are you looking to stay here?
Oh, I'm never going back. I'll figure something else out.
Okay.
How many kiddos you got?
Just two. They're twins, Sal and Bronwyn.
Wait, one of them's named Brown One?
No! Bromwyn.
Oh. Yeah, that makes way more sense. I was like, obviously it's a shitty kid to begin with, but yeah.
Sir, be careful. Be so cautious, sir.
Yeah, I love kids. They're at least honest.
Dreadfully honest.
Horribly so.
Except when they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just an entertainer, so I don't have to worry about kids being in trouble. Until I help them get into trouble.
I could see you doing that.
Never.
Lies.
Slander.
The day goes on, and I'm trying to figure out something to throw at you guys for fun. I'm thinking it's got to be just these two. Yep, there we go. So as you are all traveling at pretty fair speed, the earth in front of you begins to bulge and ripple. You guys are on a gravel path. And it's pretty smooth sailing, even for large beasts like these. But as they watch the undulating earth in front of them, the goats stop in their tracks. And they're sort of like backing up. They're wailing their heads back. They're trying to like circle around. Every time you tell them to go forward, they kind of like, nope, we're not doing that.
Frank, can't you talk to the goats? Didn't you talk to them before? What's
I
going
mean,
on?
If these guys don't want to go forward, they probably don't want to go forward for a reason. So, 1 second, and I'll just kind of fly upwards and see if I can't just naturally see anything awkward. And if I don't, give everything a little closer look in a nearby vicinity.
It's interesting. Hmm. The earth in front of you sort of begins to bulge and ripple out, kind of like a stone hit a pond, but with the earth. And then it just comes back to the center, and a stone shoots out in your direction. And completely misses you. And just,
I was about to say.
you don't even have to move to the side or anything. It's just.
What was that?
Something really mad in the dirt.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh God. Dirty 20.
$21.
Hell yeah. Oh, excuse me, sir. 0? What? You have a -1. I see.
I mean, it's buried under the ground.
Oh.
Flying Frank, what would you like to do?
How far away is it from?
It's about 40 feet in front of you. These patches of undulating earth. It's not really much to look at right now.
May I attempt to vicious mockery it?
You certainly can.
You just wish you were Muad'Dib, and it needs to make a wisdom 16.
Lisan al-Kaib.
Thank you.
A wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom 16. Yes, sir.
You fucker. Natural 20. So
You fucker.
I do sometimes. Yeah, it just shrugs it off entirely. Visenya.
You said it's right there, right? We're like right.
He flew forward a bit. You're like 60 feet back.
Oh, 60 feet back?
Mm-hmm. And to you it's a little odd. It's just two undulating patches of earth.
Huh.
Holy shit, we're getting raided. Hey guys. Welcome to the stream. What are you thinking, bud?
I don't know. I don't really have any like attack spells, so
Let me take a look at you. Try and help you out here.
oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally don't do that. I was clicking too much.
Oh, dude. You're a paladin. You can prepare a ton of spells. Hold on a minute. Zone of Truth, Lesser Restoration. Yeah, you really didn't pick too many attack spells.
No.
You are meant for smiting anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry about fucking attack spells. You can actually use spell slots to aid in your attacks, so
Yeah.
it's better you don't have attack spells.
Yeah. I'll like fly up and fly closer.
Fly up and fly closer. Okay. Also, I'll remind you, you make 2 attacks per round. So whenever you take the attack action, you take another attack as well.
What? Like a bonus? You mean a bonus action?
Yeah, you have extra attack. You can take attack twice instead of once.
Okay. Can I hold my action and unless until something comes within range? Or I don't know how that works. How does that work?
So you are flying in the air.
Yeah.
These enemies are part of the ground. You get a sense that them coming within range of you is not really going to be an issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what I don't know what to do. I just like
You could move up to them and actually attack the ground, or you can stay up where you are and just wait for things to develop. Wait to see actually what you're fighting.
uh-huh. I guess could I hit with my rapier or is that not like long enough? Or should because I think my dagger has higher range. I can't tell.
With your rapier from where you are, probably not. Your dagger, it's a fair bet.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually equip that for you.
I will try to attack with my dagger.
Okay. We'll roll to
Ooh.
hit.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Damn.
Your dagger just kind of clatters on the gravel path. You can take a second attack. You have 2 daggers.
Okay, I'll try again. Does it 26?
A 26 does hit. And you would be rolling with disadvantage, except right now they're kind of just a puddle, and you're flying above them, which means you have full, like full sight of the enemy. So you
Right.
stick a dagger center of the puddle. And
7?
go ahead and roll 7 damage. Can you smite with a thrown dagger? Is the question.
Yeah, I don't know because the smite says I can it says melee weapons. Does it count as a melee weapon if I throw it?
I don't believe so. You're probably right about that.
I'll take it if it does.
Target with a melee weapon or unarmed strike. Target additional. Nah. So, unfortunately, unless it's your rapier or you're
Darn.
attacking right up in their face with the daggers, it's not really going to do the damage you want it to. Yeah, but you do 7 damage. Are your daggers magical?
I don't know. How do I know?
I don't think they are. They're not like +1 daggers or anything. So
I just gotta get them back.
yeah, you will have to fly down and get them. Mirabelle.
I see. Can I see that her dagger hits or her rapier hits? Whatever she just threw.
You see her dagger hit one of the puddles dead center, and the dagger just sinks into the puddle.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to throw my javelin at the same spot.
Okay. This is how are you throwing your javelin?
What? What do you
How?
mean?
In what way are you throwing it?
I don't know.
Forward like that?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's the only way I
Attack
can,
with disadvantage.
right? How else would I throw it? Like up?
Arc
Is
it.
that what you mean?
Up at an arc? Yeah, you could.
I could try that. I'll do that. I'll do an arc if I could do that.
So you sort of judge the distance and throw it up at an arc.
Mm-hmm.
Throw without disadvantage.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's tough to hit a puddle at distance, but if you do it cleverly, you can do it.
18?
18 just hits.
So that is 11 plus 7, so 18. And it is slowed by 10 feet.
Is magical damage.
How close am I to it?
I would say you were probably 60 feet back, the same as Visenya.
Okay, then I would have had to move 30 feet up. So I would move
Mhm.
30 feet up, throw my javelin. Okay, and that's my turn.
Yeah. So you kind of leave the Sill Goats to wander off on their
Fuck.
own. But no, that's fine.
Okay.
They're trained to like stay at a distance from combat.
Okay, cool.
That being said, the first of these puddles begins to shift and grow and undulate, and it just crawls out of the ground, and you watch as nothing but rock really rises in place, and the rock splits off here, and splits in twain, becoming arms and legs. These are large beasts, like large rock elementals.
Well, we're at least in the right place.
The one of them begins to walk 30 feet towards you. You were 60 feet away. You walked 30 feet up. It walks 30 feet towards you. And it is going to make an attack. Does 27 hit you?
It
Okay.
do.
And does a natural 2028 hit you?
What the fuck? Why'd you even ask?
Yeah. So the first one comes in at 15 damage. I'm so sorry for this.
No, you're not. Shut up.
I actually am. The second one comes in for 24 damage.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Can I rebuke the violent, the one that did 24?
What does that do?
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Otherwise, it takes equal damage. It's just dealt on a successful save. It takes half.
That's sick.
I can only do it if it doesn't attack me, though. If it's attacking Merle, then I can do it.
you jerk.
Ah.
Here's how this is gonna work. It rolled a natural 1 for its save,
Oh,
which in my games, you actually crit with your spell, or with your feature. So the damage was 24. But these creatures have a feature where they do double damage to objects and structures. And I'm going to say that technically they count as a structure first.
Ah.
So,
Ah.
double of double damage. Let me do some math. Quick maths. You jerk.
Shit. Let's fucking go.
It takes 96 damage
Hell yeah.
from its own attack. And
Don't
you watch
fuck
as
with
it
Visenya.
just radiant energy hits it in much the same way. And it sort of like almost half of its form just gets shattered off and it just becomes pebbles. The second of the earth elementals now begins to rise out of the ground. And it goes to attack Visenya.
I'm still flying. Is
Yes.
it going to try to smack me out the air?
It is going to you watch as it cracks its arm,
Uh-huh.
like, and the end of it sort of pops off, and it flings the rock at you. Oh God! Stop it! Stop! And crit again.
Silvery barbs.
No. Silvery barbs?
Silvery
Let's
barbs.
go.
Fucking thank you, Frank.
Frank looks over and he's like, I totally hate dirt.
You just see its shoulders, if it had shoulders, kind of slump. Oh. So Silvery Barbs is I have to roll again?
Yes, and take the lower roll.
Fuck it. Thank God, dude. Alright, still hit, but it's not a crit. For 8 damage.
Okay.
And then he's gonna roll again for a second attack. Oh. Miss.
I forget how to add damage.
So up with your HP,
Oh, I found it.
you just type a number in the middle and hit damage. All right. Flying Frank. That was fucking awesome. Your reactions are like better than your actual attacks right now. It's crazy.
Is it my turn?
Mhm.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to look at this other one and be like, that one's you soon. And vicious mockery it again. Wisdom 16 save.
Stop making them roll wisdom. You know they can't do that. Yeah, no.
For 5 damage.
5 damage.
And then for my bonus, I will do a little spin and inspire myself.
Again?
Well, first time today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right. Visenya.
So it's like right below me now. Right?
Yes. Well, no. It's through the rocket distance. Not you.
Yeah, but like I'm like above it.
No.
No?
It's like 40 feet away from you and looking up at you.
Okay. Um can I fly in and hit it with my rapier?
You sure can. You could do it twice even.
Oh shit. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not. Go for it again.
Does a 26?
Second hit. Fuck yeah, hit. That hits. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Are you hitting the one that was injured by your feature, or?
Huh?
Are you hitting the one that was injured by your retribution, or?
Wait, I thought that one died.
No, still alive.
Aaron died?
Very hurt, but
Yeah, then I'll
He's-
hit that one.
these are hardy creatures.
I'll hit that one.
All right.
12. It's not a fiend or undead, right?
It is not.
Okay. So I hit him with that, and then can I, as my bonus action, smite?
Holy Avenger. Let's see. When you hit a feature, I see. It only does the extra damage when you does. Okay. You're gonna smite.
Yeah.
Go for it.
2d8 damage. Where's the d8? Can I roll 2 at once or no?
Mm-hmm. So, if you go to the little red dice
Oh, I
symbol
found
down
it.
at the bottom left,
I
you can just-
found it.
click twice on the D8.
13.
Perfect. Dude, that's a lot of damage. 25. Nice. And it's magical. Do you attempt to move after you hit, or are you staying with it?
I'll move back as far as I can.
Okay. He's gonna take a swipe at you.
Does he have
and
arms
attempt
left?
to slam you into the ground. He misses completely. Mirabelle.
How far are these guys from me?
The one of them moved up to you, right? So
Oh, right in
yeah,
front of me then?
you hit. Yeah,
Oh, is it?
it's actually the one that's injured. So you're
Oh, I'm gonna just stabby stab, jabby jab.
all right.
17.
17 just barely hits.
Oh shit! Okay. Is 10 plus 10.
Oh my god, you did 1 damage over its health.
Fuck yeah.
How do you want to do this?
How, like, where am I compared to it?
I
Like,
mean,
am I at
it's
its knee?
you're at its waist.
Okay. So I would probably take my javelin and just go straight through where I think its stomach is, turn, and twist it when I come back out.
Nice. You watch as the radiant energy of the javelin kind of crackles out, and the rock begins to break apart, and it just shatters and implodes.
Does my
Where
dagger
is
fall out?
Frank?
Whereas Frank, don't you
compared to where
have
I'm at?
multiple attacks as well? You're level 5 fighter.
I don't know. I've never played a fighter before.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Do I? Yeah, I do. Attacks
You
per
have
action is
attack.
2.
You guys gotta remember you have 2 attacks
Eh.
per turn.
I'm sorry.
That's
How
what
close
you-
is?
You could do
Yeah, I'm
action
gonna.
surge and get 4 attacks per round.
What? I
Yeah.
don't have action surge though.
Yes, you do. You absolutely should.
I thought that was something that I had to take or something. Maybe.
Negative.
Oh yeah, I have to use. Don't I have to use a?
It's a charge. You have to
Oh,
use
it's
it.
just
But
one per short or long rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it
Yeah.
it fucks
doubles your damage output.
for sure.
Yeah.
Crazy. Does my dagger fall out of the thing that exploded?
Um, your dagger. You actually hit the one that's still up, so
Ah.
your dagger is still within the creature.
Damn it. Okay.
So considering the amount of health these fucking things have, because that one
Mhm.
didn't go down with what 96. Fucking
So you have 3 attacks left. if you
yeah.
want an
I'm
action
gonna
surge.
I'm gonna use the action surge and I'm gonna. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
So let me check.
Throw that
this.
javelin.
Throw. Hold on. Maybe, baby. All right. Here's this one. That is a natural 20.
Jesus. Silvery barbs, Frank?
What?
No, you're not going to use it for me?
What the fuck?
Wow.
That is just 12. God, I feel like I always roll a 1 on fucking crits. 12 plus 9.
Okay.
I don't know how to math.
I
21?
hate to say this, but when you crit, all of the dice get doubled. So roll another d10.
Okay. Ah, that's a 1.
No.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Still good. 12, 22. Go again. No more crits, please.
That's an 11.
Okay, you miss.
And the
I'll take
last one, 25
that hits.
is a 10 plus 9, 19.
19 damage. Okay.
How close is Frank to me? Is he right next to me?
Frank, you didn't get up close with these guys yet, have you? No, you've been vicious mocking it.
Yeah,
I'd
just
say he's
kinda-
back with. I'd say he's back with you. Yeah, you're kind of throwing your javelin, and he's over there with you.
Okay. So I'm going to make sure we're 5 feet apart at least.
All right.
Just in case. That is my turn.
All right.
Thank you for helping me.
No problem. Visenya, it's not your turn, but I want to remind myself of something. I believe. Do you have an aura?
I don't know what that means.
I don't think you have one yet.
I don't think so because I don't know what that means. I've read through everything on my character page.
Class features. No, you don't have your aura unlocked yet. That's fine. Good to know. Frank.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Oh, did they not do anything?
Oh, shit. I was so focused on them taking damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I need
Thank
him
you
to
very
like
much.
miss me so
But
I
know
can
we
make
need
fun of
more
him.
damage.
Just for that, I'm going to only attack you once this turn. So does a 24 hit you, Frank?
Silvery barbs.
Okay. Does a 25 hit you, Frank?
Jesus. Yes, it does.
So the 24 hit.
Protection.
Protection?
Protection.
What the
Do
fuck
I
is
get-
this?
Do I
When
get
a creature.
my retaliatory action back too?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Like my
Yes.
reaction back, my action. because
Rebuke
my
the violent?
Yeah.
It's a channel divinity. You have a certain limit of those you can cast in a day, but I think
I don't see any limit, so I don't know what is the limit.
Proficiency modifier usually.
actions.
Doesn't say limit.
Limited use. I don't see the
I don't
limit
see a
on it
limit.
either.
On there. I see limit on all the other spells, but not that one.
Twenty 24 Paladin Channel Divinity limit.
No limit.
Indeed, update use Channel Divinity twice, regaining one after a short rest, and all uses after a long rest. So you can do it twice.
Okay.
Per short
Oh, wait.
rest.
I'll wait to see.
And you get one back on a short rest.
I'll wait to see how much damage it does with protection.
Okay. Protection. What does protection do?
So when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can take a reaction to interpose your shield if you're holding one, which I am. You impose disadvantage on the triggering attack roll and all other rolls against the target until the start of your next turn if you remain within 5 feet of the target. So
You nerd.
so as long as you stay 5 feet of me, everybody will have disadvantage on you until my next turn.
So, here's how this went. You got silvery barbs, and the roll went down to 24, which was the first roll. And then you imposed disadvantage as well, which made me roll a third dice, and that took it down to 22.
What the fuck?
So that's
What the hell?
Jesus. Wow.
If it's a large, it has. So, Frank, you take 6 damage, and a feature of this attack that I've been forgetting is you immediately go prone, so the rock falls on you.
Is he under the rock or is it just hit him and knock him down?
Well, the rock hits him and he falls.
Okay.
And so he can get up, but
Okay, cool.
all right.
So what does prone mean? Because I see it in some of my attacks, but I don't know what that.
Prone means that the enemy gets laid out flat.
Okay.
It causes ranged attacks against them to have disadvantage, but melee attacks to have advantage. Which is good. You actually, I think your mastery. So you should be getting advantage
Yes.
on all of your rapier hits after the first one.
Yes.
Um,
So I get advantage on this turn.
Merle, I don't think you've been doing your weapon mastery stuff either, because you have
Yeah.
javelin weapon masteries, right?
Yeah, every time I hit them, they're slowed.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I haven't really hit more
So
than
Frank, I think it's your turn, right?
Yeah, now it's my turn.
Yep.
How far away
So
from
you
it
were-
is mine?
It threw a rock at you. You got kind of pushed like 5 feet back, and you went prone. But you're like 40 feet from it, I would say. 45 feet.
I want to fly at it 30 feet
Okay.
and put my fingers up and be like, bet you can't do it again. Vicious mockery.
Okay. Fucking wisdom saves. God. Oh! Natural 19.
Nice.
He's just like, but I can.
And I will spin and give Meryl a inspiration.
All right. You feel inspired by his twirl. Visenya.
So I guess I just fly in and hit it.
Fly in and hit. All right.
So how do I roll with advantage? Because I have advantage now that I've hit it already.
Yeah, so you would roll 2 d20s instead of 1. And take the
Okay.
higher of the 2.
Okay. Well, the first one was a 29.
29's pretty good. But you
The
could
second
crit.
one was a 17. So
Okay, so the 29 hits.
Then 14 damage.
14
then
damage is pretty good.
I get to attack twice, right?
Yes, so advantage
get
again.
Advantage again.
Yeah. Every time you get a successful attack, you have advantage on the next charge.
Awesome.
Rapier is broken as fuck in
Okay.
2024.
So the first one, 28.
28. That hits.
The second one's
And
29. Okay. So I
that
hit
definitely hits.
it. Definitely hit it for sure.
By the way, his help dropped to 69. Giggity. And
Another
you're
14
you're ruining it right now. All right.
Then I fly away.
Fly away. He's going to take a swing at you. Attack of opportunity. 24. So you sort of turn your back to fly away real quick, and he just smacks you real quick in the back of the head for 18 damage.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm going to die.
Mirabelle.
I'm gonna jabby dabby.
All right. At a
Yes,
distance?
bitch. At a distance. How far is it from me?
It's getting closer to you.
Is it at least 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, 30 feet's fine.
Do you get your 4 attacks for the rest of this fight? Or just...
No.
No, it was just
She
that
goes
one.
down to 2.
Okay.
Just
All right, so first attack is a 21.
that hits.
Oh, what the fuck? 6 plus 7.
Okay. Second attack.
20. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
That is a 6 again. What the fuck? What the fuck, Richard? Plus 3. What is this right now?
It's not a good round for you.
No. Then
Um,
that's my turn.
that's your
Fear
turn. You don't want
Inspire.
to move back up anything?
How far is it from me? Is it exactly 30
It's
feet
it's
from me?
getting there. It's like 15 feet from you.
Okay, then I'll move back 30 feet.
Okay. Frank, I didn't ask, so I will ask now. Did you want to, on your turn, move away? 'Cause
Nah, I
it
flew
is
towards
drawing
it.
closer. You flew towards it. That's right.
Yeah, I flew towards and was like, "Wah!"
All right. It on its turn gets up to you, Frank,
I'm in
and it's
danger.
going to make 2 attacks towards you. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to do anything about it?
No.
Okay. Then I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
I'm too
Jesus,
far away.
stop rolling well. 18 damage for the first strike. And okay. All right. Thank God your AC is good. Because that was a 16 with an 8. So he misses his second strike. It is your turn. He is right upon you.
I will.
Kill him, Frank.
Kill him.
Dive kick. It's an 18
Surprisingly effective.
for 8 damage.
This tiny leg with tiny foot attacks this gigantic rock and does far more damage than you think it should. Yeah. You
And
don't
I
get an
will-
extra attack, do you?
I wish. Well, I do, but I got to spin my bardic inspiration, which I haven't got to yet. So
Alrighty.
next.
That's your last thing you do? Alright. Visenya.
And what? Frank.
Ouch. Pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. Frank, how much HP do you have? How much HP does everybody have? Can I ask?
Uh,
Am I allowed
Frank
to
looks
know?
pretty bloody.
I will say you get the sense that Frank is pretty hurt. You are more hurt than him. And Mirabelle looks pretty okay.
Okay.
I'm fine. I yell it to you. Worry about you guys. I'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. Let me look at some things. Man.
I would have bardic inspiration Visenya as well. I did not do that.
What does that do?
What does that do again?
Gives you an extra
D8.
D8 that you can roll for skill checks
Any
and
D20 test.
any D20 test. So you can use it to attack. You can use it to
You can use it to attack.
save. Yeah.
Fuck.
A D20 of what?
Any D20
D8.
test.
Any D20
So if you were
test,
to
you can add a
roll
D8.
Perception or roll to attack, you can, if you were close enough, 6 wasn't high enough, you roll an extra D8 for a chance to get a few extra points onto it.
Gotcha.
Like the one I missed, I could have used my inspiration, but
Absolutely.
I was thinking it was just abilities. That's what I was like, wait, what does it do?
Okay.
You
How long
still
does it
wouldn't.
last for?
An hour?
An hour.
Oh, okay, cool.
Gotcha. Okay.
What you want to do, pal?
I'm looking at things. Okay. So probably stab it. I think. Which is probably like
Stabbing.
gonna stab it. I
Alright.
clicked on the wrong thing, so I'm trying to go back to the thing where my weapon is. Okay, so I'm gonna stab it. Well, that's shit.
It's
I
not
can
great,
use
but you have your inspiration.
inspiration. I can try to
Mhm.
roll a
So
d8.
roll a- Yep.
It didn't roll. Roll.
I read it incorrectly. I'm supposed to get the free attack when I do my inspiration.
18.
That hits.
Yay!
Thank
What a
Goodness
win.
for inspiration, huh?
What a win. Oh, motherfucker. Okay.
Bards are OP.
Since that was expended, I get a free attack.
Okay.
So that's 9. The
9
first
damage, yep.
one. And then I'll try to hit him again.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, that'll do it.
27. And then a 15 on the second one. 15 damage.
15 damage. And the extra attack coming in from your Bardic Inspiration is 6 damage.
And then as my bonus
Right.
action,
How would you like to kick this creature to death?
oh, is
So
it dead?
With your
Because
tiny
Visinia
form?
goes and stabs it, I'll do a flying upper back kick somersault type thing and just sit its head off.
The extra 6 put it over the edge.
Yep.
Wow.
Woo!
What
Kill
a
Stealer.
Sarah just
win.
dances on him for a little bit.
Fuck yeah. I'm just standing there like, what the fuck?
And this is a pretty good time to go ahead and take a bit of a break. We're going to be back in the next 5 minutes. Stick with us.
honestly, we really.
Hello and welcome back. The party, having just defeated these large, hulking elementals, Merle,
Yes.
roll me a history check.
Let's see.
While she's doing that, Frank would like to bow and cure wounds level 2 himself.
I got a 5.
Okay. That means it's up to you, bud. It was fairly recent. But what are you here to do?
Find flowers.
Don't I get to remember?
You can as well. Yep.
I'd like to pick up my daggers too, if I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
What am I rolling? History?
History.
Oh, I got a 10.
Frank, you actually wouldn't know because
Yeah,
you were not told. But listen, you remember Earth Elemental cores are actually why you're out here.
Yes.
So
So do we get some? Do they drop some stuff?
you have to probably dig around in the corpses.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
At least they're rocks,
it's kind of
though.
like mining.
Yeah, so at least they're rocks.
No, you use the right because you have to like move the rocks and your hands get like.
Oh, dirty.
I wouldn't give a
so
fuck.
Gross.
I'd like to heal myself like at least 7.
Okay.
How are you like bloody? Bloody does a turn for when you go below half health.
Yes.
May I? And he just like holds up a finger and points at you,
I guess.
and he pokes you and heals you for 17.
17.
All right.
Damn.
Cool.
He is the healer.
Then he'll go up to Meryl and be like, "You're kind of bloody," and prestidigitation it away.
Thanks.
Merle,
Yes.
do you have a pickaxe? Did anyone think to buy anything to help them to extract these things?
I don't think we were aware we were having to extract them.
Right.
Frank will go up to one of the big like rock core area, what looked like the stomach or whatever, and just be like,
I have a maul.
Roll to how attack.
I've got my daggers. Can I like
dirty 20.
Roll damage for me. I shouldn't have had you roll attack. Just roll damage. 6 damage. The rock, surprisingly to all of you, splits right where he hits it.
You're a strong ass little fairy.
got some muscles in it.
So the rock shears and it shears off and it is a bit it falls down and it kind of reveals this central spherical edge of like a different type of material. Not much different than the rock around it. Still looks rock-like, but it's like a lighter, more crystal rock.
Man, I thought that Tabaxi was lying to me.
Tabaxi.
Palm Strike showed me at one time on some like cement looking things, and I didn't think it was going to work. I kind of did it for a joke, and woo! I wonder. And then he looks for the other elemental, and he'll like spin and then kick the other core, and, like downward kick.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I don't know. 5.
Not quite as good this time. You kind of get a bit of a glancing blow. It does crack, but it doesn't quite shear off or break brittlely. Another hit might do it.
I guess it's in the hands. Then you'll just right on top of it again. For 11?
Yeah, the rock just crumbles
Damn.
away. And it like cracks, and you actually do see this spherical, hardened rock center, which is the elemental earth core. And it just falls to itself.
I go and grab it. And I'll just like drag it back over to the other two.
It's pretty big. And it's dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
waiting for one of them to pick it up. Like, is this what you were looking for?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The other one
You
is
can
still
set it down. You
lodged
can set it down.
in the stone, but Merle, with a bit of
But-
persuasion, it comes loose too.
Where are we storing these?
Can I try to? Are we supposed to extract the flowers from the core? Right?
No,
Oh, we're
the flower
just
is a
taking
different
the core.
thing. The flower is an optional quest on top of this one.
Oh.
Is this not why we
So-
have our goats?
Visenya, you actually remember that you were meant to get 10 of these, so you now have 2.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Christ.
Mm-hmm. You might be out here for a bit.
I'm gonna take the cores and put them in the
Oh.
packs on the horses or goats, whatever they are.
All
Horse
right.
goats. Gorts.
Bertha and Betsy.
Bertha and Betsy.
You put the 2 of them into one side satchel. They fill up the side satchel. They're pretty big. The goat does have 4 more side satchels,
Okay.
or 3 more on it, and you have another goat as well.
Okay.
So,
10. We should be fine.
There's plenty of space.
Cool.
That being said, you all kind of sit down for a moment.
Before Frank sends, he goes
Relax.
over to the side satchel, lifts up one of them, goes to the other side, and puts it in. It hurts their back. Like, she's a good girl. We don't want to make it harder on her. And then just lays on her neck.
Give her some strain.
You all sit down for about an hour to get a short rest before you continue on. Is there anything you guys would like to RP out during this hour's rest, or can we just continue on? You guys want to play a card game or anything?
Just said, yeah, where are you from?
I'm from a mountain that I lived at when I used to steal from the government.
That's awesome.
What does a short rest do? Do we get stuff back?
So you get a channel divinity back, and you get to heal a little bit if you want.
Okay. How much do I get to heal if I want
Spend
You
hit
can
dice.
spend hit dice, which
How does
if you
it work?
if you click short rest up at the top of your character sheet,
Sure.
it's right above proficiency.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay.
You'll see it will pull up like a pool of 5 dice. You can click as many of the dice as you want and then roll them.
Okay. What happens if I roll them all?
If you roll them all, you don't have any more to spend for the rest of the day. If you get another short rest, but I don't think that'll be a problem. So
Gotcha.
go
So
for it.
so it's like short rests per day. You get that.
You can take as many short rests in a day as you want. Like warlocks tend to take a lot because they get all their spells back. But it's generally frowned upon to take a ton of them. So
Well,
spend as
just
many as you like.
just in terms of like, do the hit dice reset after a long rest? Is that what like?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
I'm just
half of them come back.
So it's usually good to spend a few
Yeah.
if you're hurt, depending on how hurt.
Okay.
Like I have 1 HP missing. I could spend 1.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
So is there anything you guys want to talk about during the hour or do during the hour?
you'll see after Frank rests for a few minutes, he'll just kind of like press a digitation, clean himself up. Make sure he's all like nice again.
Yeah, I think I would just start a little fire.
Are we near an oasis right now or no?
No. You're
Damn.
pretty out in the middle of the desert during the day. And
Gotcha.
Merle is making a fire for some reason.
Just
It's quite
giving
hot.
myself something to do.
It's quite hot already.
She's in her head about her daughters.
Mm. You all silently sit the hour out.
We're all pretty beat up.
Frank just sunbathes. Look at that cloud. That one looks like a banana. That one's a bunny.
Yeah, I see the bunny.
And the hour comes to the end. You all get back on the goats and head at the leisurely pace of like a couple 100 miles per hour. This is your second day of travel. I'm going to say the second day comes to an end. You all camp. It's relatively uneventful for the next 2 days of travel.
Could we not look for more elementals while we're traveling?
We did, but they're pretty decent at hiding. You get the sense that the ones that were that attacked you before were laying in wait for travelers on the road.
I think they're scared of me.
I want to get to the mountain by the end of the session, so
They've already heard about me. News is spreading.
You're pretty scary.
the next 2 days of travel go relatively uneventful. You see a couple of creatures out in the desert. You do see like another of those giant boars, like the bristleback boars. You guys settle down to camp the 4th day. I need perception check from the first watch. Frank's 5.
You talking to the goats?
Yeah. Let's say, fuck, we're fucked.
You know what? That's pretty good. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay. Frank, it's pretty hard to miss the rumbling that begins beneath your feet.
Since I'm by the goats, I make sure to untie them.
You untie the goats, and the goats that were already getting upset by being tied up just kind of head off and wait in at a safe distance. You wake the other two, and just as you're getting Merle awake, the last one, breaching the sand, is one small, I say small, but it's relatively larger. It's much larger than you, Frank. It's about the same size as you, Visinia. It is a medium-sized bullet, which is
Oh, thank goodness.
a creature that is, I would say, it's just curious about you all. So as it kind of breaches the sand and sort of looks about your group, it's kind of cute. It's like here, I'll send you all a picture. Well, that's not really a decent picture.
Frank would probably float down and be like, if it's not being hostile, be like, "He's your little baby. He's your boo.
So I'll send to
Just don't feed it.
you, Frank.
Hush. It's gonna be my boo boo.
God damn it.
Send it to Nifty. Send it to
Look how adorable he is.
All right. So it is
kind of cute.
it is
but
the
it-
smaller of those two.
Okay.
Oh, it's kind of cute. In a weird way.
He
Yeah.
just wants
Frank.
to nom on everything.
As you go down to these creatures are canonically called land sharks. They are well armored and they can be dangerous, but most of the time they just leave people alone. But you get the sense that this is like a child version of it. But as Frank flies down to inspect it, it's interesting because, Frank, you do not touch the ground. So you pet the creature and nothing happens. It can't feel it because you're petting a hard shell on top of it.
Can we name him Fluffy? Can we keep him? And Frank just kind of like turns, like lobs his
No.
head backwards.
We
What
cannot
are the other
keep him.
two of you doing?
I'm keeping my distance, and I have my javelin ready for if it attacks at all. I'm readying it.
Okay.
I've got my rapier out, and I do not know what that thing is.
All right. But the both of you keep your distance
Yeah.
And Frank, you don't set off any alarms as you don't touch the ground. And so a moment later, when it burrows itself into the ground again and begins to head off, you see as its mother breaches the sand behind it. You get the sense that if you'd walked toward it, it probably wouldn't have gone well. But you avoided the encounter through.
Told you just a cute little baby.
There wasn't a cute baby behind it though.
Good thing we didn't keep it.
Yeah, that. Its mama
Yeah.
was look for it, and
Yeah.
we'd be dead.
That would have gone
Ish.
bad.
Not
So,
great.
you all now get your rest. You put the dome up, and the following several days go as uneventful as the days before. And you do start to see that shape of a large booted mountain. You also start to see off in the distance the desert kind of coming to an end. It goes from desert to a sort of arid, craggy badlands where the sand and dirt is kind of red with like trees with no leaves. And then it goes directly into like a pockmarked grassy plains area where it has like large lakes. And then right after that, you see a forest. And Frank, you're able to see all of this just by looking through your eye, and you can see pretty far that the terrain changes in not so subtle ways, like a line across. You get the sense that this continent was different places that were all just kind of smushed together. It was sliced up like a pizza and just placed next to each other and then fused. And it never really got over that. So there's no encroachment of the forest into the desert. There's no really large trees in the plains area. It's just, it kind of stops.
Can I kind of try to make note of that on the water map y'all have?
And it's pretty plain to see on the war map that the terrain changes pretty abruptly.
Man, that's weird.
Oh, you see that the first two towers, you see them off in the distance. It actually is between the borders of the arid badlands and where the plains, the grassy plains come together. You see one tower sticking up, and you see another tower sticking up, and you see like three more towers off in the distance, right where the forest meets the plains area. And you get the sense that like these towers were built in strategic places to be like the different terrains were meant to give different strategic advantages to whomever was assaulting them versus whoever was defending them. Traveling the way you guys have, you do come to the base of the mountain. And you see there is a path. While, honestly, for just you, if you had to traverse it, Merle, you would have a very tough time. Because it's large, like plateaus that kind of wind up the mountain. And they're like 15 foot high. But as the sill goats come to them, your stomach just kind of lurches as they with you on top, and they just do a massive jump and get to the next area. Pretty much like they know exactly what they're doing. They've done this 100 times. And that is where we are going to end session tonight. We are at the place we're meant to be. Thank you guys. And thank you all for coming and spending time with us. We'll see you next time on Two Dice.